one and all, to another episode, a special episode of the one and only Pleasure Explosion. Joining us today for the very first time, and your names will make sense very soon, the concoctor of memory potions, Ciaran Merchant.
Oh my god, that's like the best. Howdy, guys.
Merchant.
It's so good to be
Harry
here.
Potter reference, I like this.
And our regular features, the antithesis of hate potion, Ashley Hobley.
I'll take it.
Are we talking about Harry Potter? Please.
The justification for the killing curse, Jack Cruz.
Talking about.
Yep.
The navigator of Polyjuice potions, Nicholas Pryor.
It's your boy.
Oh, you fucker.
Except you can't get rid of that beard.
My favourite one.
Yeah, boy.
The decoctor of babbling beverage, Dylan Blight.
Wingardium Leviosa!
It's
I think you know maybe some of what might be going on. And for that intro, I was the thesaurus of magical made-uppery, Thomas Marshall. So, about a fortnight or so ago, it was Kieran's birthday.
Yay,
and
Ciaran.
Yay! Happy birthday a fortnight or so ago,
Turned
Ciaran.
16,
And,
finally.
It's too late.
You can finally get your L's. Well
I
done.
finally got my L plates. It's fine.
So Ash said to Ciaran on Facebook, "Happy birthday! Your gift this year is 4 guaranteed points for Hawthorne." And I thought,
Hilarious.
the first thing that came to my mind was 10 points to Gryffindor, and then I was like, "Wait a minute, is Ciaran in Gryffindor? I don't know." I said it anyway and thought, you know what? In 2 weeks' time, I want to discuss openly with everybody which house all of us would be in Harry Potter, and then coincidentally, it is like the 20-year anniversary of Harry Potter,
Which blows
so
my mind.
It kind of
that's
works. I don't know quite where we should start. Maybe somebody might stick their hand up at first and say, "I belong in such and such a house," and then we can.
Isn't the
completely
default
disagree
answer
with you.
everybody goes, I'm in Gryffindor?
I'm so conflicted.
I've already done.
I think
already
Dylan's
done
definitely
all my
Slytherin.
I've done all my Pottermore stuff.
He hasn't done any
Who's done the
Slytherin
Pottermore
in.
stuff?
I did it years ago. I have not done it recently.
I just logged onto my
Kieran's so
account
Hufflepuff.
and I have it in front of me.
I know. This is the problem, right? I know
I
I'm
can
a
tell you my
Hufflepuff.
2 houses, my wand, and my Patronus. Would you like to know them in any particular order?
Go for it. Shoot. Let's do
How
it.
about you start then, Dylan? Start, and we will tell you why or why not. Maybe we agree or disagree with what Pottermore thinks about you, and
Okay. Well,
and we'll go around the
Wait,
circle.
wait,
I-
sorry. Before we go, can we just get the 4 houses and like what they sort of generally
Okay,
say?
I can
we
bring
rewind
up
back
an
to
official.
I am not like a full-on Harry Potter nerd. I've only watched like a few of the movies. I've never read any of the books. So
God.
hashtag
this is-
fake gamer nerd.
This is actually the worst.
What a fucking Hufflepuff!
I'm clearly Gryffindor. Come on.
No.
Actually, you might be a bit Slytherin.
I think he's a bit Slytherin.
Either or 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So give me, Thomas, give us a little bit of like an overview of the 4 houses.
I believe Dylan is preparing to do that.
Do you want me to read out? I have like little paragraph descriptions for each house. Do you just want them all from
charter,
the official
yes,
Wikipedia?
please.
In my
Alright.
imagination, I see that Dylan had all this prepared just in case at any time. He's
he's
there
just
ready.
got it. It is-
Anytime
it
this
is-
conversation comes up, bam!
It is worth pointing out
He's got it
that
on
we didn't know the
shortcut.
topic beforehand, so I am just on the fly.
I had
I'm very
completely
excited we're
sprung
talking
this on
about Harry
everyone.
Potter, however. So, all right, here are the descriptions. Gryffindor. Gryffindor values bravery, daring, nerve, and chivalry. Its symbol is the lion. It's the most famous Harry Potter house. And its colours are scarlet and gold. Minerva McGonagall was the most recent head of Gryffindor. You don't know who the fuck she is, but she's things, which makes everything else in that thing. So to keep it simple, I'll just read the first sentence because the rest is probably not going to make any sense to Jack because they talk about characters. Hufflepuff values hard work, dedication, patience, loyalty, and fair play.
I'm clearly none of those.
Its emblem animal is the badger, and yellow and black are its colours.
Definitely
So
not.
terrible.
Ravenclaw values intelligence, knowledge, and wit. Its animal is the eagle, and its colours are blue and bronze. And Slytherin values ambition, cunning, and resourcefulness.
Say that again. Ambition.
Resourcefulness.
Ambition,
Resourceful-
cunning.
Ambition, cunning, and resourceful.
Ambition. Yeah,
Yeah,
ambition,
I
cunning,
feel
and
like I'm a
resourceful.
little bit Slytherin.
Its animal is the serpent, and its colours are green and silver. Okay.
Interesting.
So, just to chuck out random facts, my wand is in fact a hazelwood with a phoenix feather claw, 10 3/4.
You fucking nerd.
It has slightly springly flexibility, and my Patronus is a chow dog. And I have a video on my YouTube channel /Viva where you can watch me unlocking my Patronus.
Fucking nerd.
I don't feel like a nerd for once. This is awesome.
My Hogwarts house is Gryffindor.
I don't agree with that.
My Ivorymoor house is Horned Serpent. Now, if you
Your
don't know
what?
what the difference is, the Ivorymoor houses are the houses in America from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
No, let's just keep it to the original. Let's not complicate this.
Okay,
too
I don't want
much.
to
Let's not
confuse anyone.
complicate
Just
this
chucking
too
out more
much.
facts. Look, you sprung a topic on me, which I'm quite
Close to his chest.
close to.
Swear to God, next week we're
Don't
talking
bring
about
up
AFL.
Star
I swear to
Wars
God.
anytime soon, or else we'll be here all day.
Nick, next week your topic better be AFL.
Spoilers, it is not.
You've got a show for an hour a week where you get to talk
That's
about
not
AFL
enough.
by yourself.
God damn it.
Fucking AFL. All right, so I'm Gryffindor. Everyone disagrees.
Oh, I
By
disagree,
the-
actually.
No.
Bravery, daring, nerve, and chivalry.
Definitely disagree.
Disagree
Okay, so
with
which house does everyone think I am then?
I feel like
I-
you're more.
I'd go Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I'd say Ravenclaw.
Yeah, that's what-
Intelligence,
went.
knowledge, and wit.
Yeah, I'd say
yeah,
Ravenclaw.
the weed. I'd say Ravenclaw.
That's fine. I'll take Ravenclaw.
Maybe not the intelligence part, but the other two. Are
In case anyone
All the
doesn't
knowledge
know,
part.
in case
Slow
anyone
boy.
doesn't know who's listening, the Pottermore website, when you do it lets you do a quiz thing, so you answer like random questions like, what's your favorite color, what's this, what's that, and it picks a house for you. I haven't gone on here and said I'm Gryffindor. It picked it for me. I got sorted.
No,
Oh, yeah. It was a
Let's be honest,
scientific
right?
process.
Let's
That's
be
what it
honest.
was.
Everybody does those quizzes and they're like, right, what would a Gryffindor pick? And you think about it really hard. You don't think about what you would pick.
You go, which house do I want to
Which
be
house
in?
do I
And I
want?
will answer to that.
If I actually did get Ravenclaw, I would have been fine. I don't want Ravenclaw to be my Ravenclaw or Gryffindor. I'm fine. I don't want to be a Hufflepuff or a Slytherin. So you saying I should be Ravenclaw, I'm fine with.
Yeah,
I have no issues.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. So what are we gonna do? We want to sort someone else? Is this how we're doing
I
it?
think. I mean, I don't know. How do we want to do this, Tom? Do you want to do like? Should we go around and say what should we? All right. I'm gonna hijack your episode for a second.
Please.
So we're gonna start down the line. We're gonna start with Ashley, and then we're gonna go through and we're gonna Ashley. We're gonna go Ashley first, and everyone has to go through and say where they think Ashley is, and then Ashley can say where he thinks he is. Is that something okay? Is that
Yes.
Is that, we also gonna do this? No
Ashley-
points. No, like out of 10. No, that's not happening.
I'm never saying that shit ever again.
I would say Ashley is 100% a Gryffindor, 6 out of 10.
So is that 60% or
I don't know what that is.
Can we do the math on that, please?
6 points for Gryffindor.
Ash? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, I also did the Pottermore thing a
You
while
fucking
back.
Of course you
nerd.
did, you fucking nerd.
Do the fucking Pottermore quiz. You fucking
And I also
nerd.
got sorted into Gryffindor, so yeah.
Hey, high five, brother.
everyone
I'm very much a
fucking did.
Neville, I think, so.
That's right. Everyone forgets Neville was in there.
Neville's...
Not everyone in
Neville's a
Gryffindor is
Okay.
fucking running around with Godric Gryffindor's sword.
Yeah. If,
Harry
it had
Potter's
been
a
if the
Weasley
books had been
looking fuck.
about Neville, it would have been done in 4 books.
Exactly.
He would
He
have
is
fixed
100%
it.
correct.
He would have
It
died
was
really
supposed to
quickly.
be about Neville anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, you know, prophecies.
Yeah.
Voldemort chose the wrong people. Like,
Kieran, don't call me a fucking nerd and start talking about random Harry Potter.
Kieran, you fucking nerd.
Damn. I was going well.
Really talking about the ins and outs of the last
Can
few
I-
paragraphs
can I get-
and how
can
it's
I-
all revealed
Yeah.
to you.
Dylan, can I get the Gryffindor fucking things again, please?
Oh my god,
Gryffindor
Jack's really
is
thinking about
Ashley.
this one.
Bravery, daring, nerve, and chivalry.
What's
I
the
mean,
Why don't
Hufflepuff
you
one
just send
again?
him the link?
I mean, no
Hufflepuff
offense,
is
Ash, but I
hard
know
work,
that you fall
dedication,
into any of
patience,
those.
loyalty.
No, I don't.
Fair play.
So, hard work, patience, and...
Hard work, dedication, patience, loyalty, fair play.
Definitely,
Ash.
that is definitely Ash. 100%.
Yeah,
I
Ash
was
is a
gonna say
Hufflepuff.
Definitely.
Well done,
It
Ash.
is,
Good
but
job, Ash.
He's a top like.
The thing that
And
the
you
thing
look
that
like a
Jack
badger.
doesn't get, considering he's never really paid attention to Harry Potter or anything, many people would take that
As an
Almost
insult?
as an insult. Yeah.
A sort
There are
of-
two there are two houses that are a compliment, and
Ravenclaw, Gryffindor.
one is a nice way of saying you're a bit of a nerd, and the other way is
You're a
one is
fucking
just saying
cunt.
that you're a great person. The ones that aren't compliments are you're evil and
You're
You're just
I don't
kind
know,
of
how would
there.
you-
You're just
how
kind
would-
of there.
how would you? Yeah, you exist.
You
I
exist.
guess.
You're good at
Otherwise, you're just
finding
thrown
things.
into Hufflepuff. Yeah.
So thanks, Jack.
I don't know. How do you feel about being in Hufflepuff?
It's fine by
Yes.
me. I don't have that internet stigma.
Isn't that
Attaboy. Take it with pride. That's the way.
In the early 90s when the Harry Potter.
what house
universe takes
was
place.
Harry's other girlfriend in?
Cho Chang
She
was
in
Ravenclaw.
She was Ravenclaw.
Hey, Harry's getting that.
What a
fucking-
bitch.
Are
Cho
you-
Chang
Wiz-
deserves to go
wizard.
die in a hole.
Fuck
Are you
off!
making an
Cho
Adrian
Chang was the
call there?
worst.
Cho Chang's
Yeah, well, I was
fine.
trying to
sold him
correlate
out.
Jack to being a racist again.
Okay.
Cedric was a Hufflepuff and he was alright.
Yeah, he
went
was
on
like
to
the only
bang
decent
Kristen Stewart,
Hufflepuff,
so-
and then he died.
Yeah, but then he died.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
If we're going just based on the definitions, I think that you've just. I mean, that's what we got to
No, but
go
what-
on, right? You just got to
what
go on
you-
the definitions, don't you?
What you don't realize, Jack, is that when you first go to Hogwarts, you're put through the whole sorting hat affair. And this hat kind of has this little conversation with itself to figure out where it should put you.
Oh.
And that's all magical, but we don't have that. So what we're doing is having this conversation out loud, what the hat is actually supposed to be having. So
I'm the hat. This is what's happening.
you are the hat.
Moving on.
I
Ciaran.
like how so far it's just been like Pottermore was wrong twice. Fuck that website.
I don't know who made Pottermore, but no,
Good money spent, JK.
We should have.
that works on two levels.
We
as
should
well.
have done the Pottermore fucking thing like from the. We should have all done that first and then see where it took, like what it brought out for everyone. Everyone would have been Gryffindor.
How long's the quiz?
Kieran,
10 minutes.
Where do
I
you
will
think you
take
are?
you all back to a dark night when Pottermore was first released. And I, with stars in my eyes and a lightning bolt drawn on with Sharpie, jumped onto the computer.
You fucking nerd.
And I was so excited to be the little kid that could get himself sorted.
the little
How
kid that
old were
could.
you when Pottermore came out? Came out like a couple of years ago.
He's only like 22 now.
It's been like, I'm 23 now, so it's only been, I feel like I was younger. But
I was smoking
you
cigarettes.
definitely
I
were.
might have been
Technically,
awkwardly
you were
between
younger.
out there
It didn't come out
slaying
right.
awkwardly
until-
old.
Pottermore
But
quizzes.
I jumped onto the computer, and just like Harry did, instead of saying not Slytherin, I sat there saying not Hufflepuff.
And you got
And then I got Hufflepuff.
Of course you fucking did. Of course you fucking did.
Well, Pottermore was wrong again because you're a Ravenclaw.
I'm a Ravenclaw. I was pretty happy.
Really?
Give us the
I thought I was a
Ravenclaw,
Ravenclaw.
Dylan. Give
Apparently
us the
they
Ravenclaw.
Do you want
Updated
the Ravenclaw is
quiz as well.
intelligence, knowledge, wit.
Yeah, I can.
That's where Jack's now.
Yep.
No, I can see Kieran being a Ravenclaw. for
Although
sure.
when we're playing multiplayer games, you're a Slytherin. Fucking
Look, man, I
traitor.
gotta live. I gotta live. I'm not being held down.
Twitch.tv/Explosion Network.
But yeah, it makes me feel a lot better that dark day has been repaired by, a group of friends on a good podcast.
Oh, he called us a good podcast.
Still gonna save you now, buddy.
Little does he know it's his first episode. Don't ruin it for him, guys. Yeah, I was. So the whole predicament that I was having was whether I would say Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw, basically on you, Kieran. So it kind of makes me happy that you already had Hufflepuff.
I already
but
had that, that shame put on me. And,
You
after
had, and then we collectively agreed, maybe-ish, that we can put you in the cool nerd
the better
group.
of the two. But you know what? I will say, after my many years and a couple sessions of therapy, I really got used to the fact that I was Hufflepuff. And
Therapy.
So, just to recap, so far we have in Ravenclaw myself and Kieran, and Ash over in
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
We're not trying to exclude him. I thought we weren't making this.
I'm just
a
tracking.
competition.
I'm just tracking. Alright, who's next?
For the Wikipedia page when it's eventually put together on
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Explosion Network.
Explosion Network houses as deemed by themselves on episode whatever fucking episode. This is
19.
19. I don't know.
Holy
Is it-
fuck,
Yeah,
we've
got it
done
right.
19 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, we've done 18.
Yeah.
We're doing our 19th
No.
episode.
Yeah, we're doing our 19th. Technically, there's 20
No, well,
if
there's
you
an
count
extra
bonus episode.
sode.
There's an extra side, so 20.
Fuck.
Anyway, Jack hasn't done it, doesn't know sweet fuck all about Harry Potter, and in that case, Slytherin.
He's
Slytherin.
a Slytherin. Isn't the question? Like, you can't be a Coke salesperson and be like anybody but Slytherin.
Give me
Slytherin.
the Slytherin fucking hypothesis again.
Yeah,
Slytherin's a cunt.
Slytherin
Give it to me.
Draco Malfoy and
Cunning.
Lord Voldemort.
values ambition, cunning, and resourcefulness.
Fuck yeah. Fake it till
And
you
you
make
can-
it. That's
And
pretty
you can
much me.
talk, You can talk to motherfucking snakes.
Is he more like Crabbe or Goyle?
If you
He's
want
the,
more,
he's,
I'm fucking
he's Goyle.
Voldemort, motherfucker.
if you'd
Just
like a
added
little bit more
nose.
information, it says the founder of House Slytherin was Salazar Slytherin. Slytherin corresponds roughly to the element of water. The Slytherin dormitories and common room are reached through a bare stone wall in the dungeons. The Slytherin common room lies beneath the Black Lake. It is a long, low underground room with stone walls and silver lamps hanging from the ceiling. Famous Slytherins include Merlin, Tom Riddle, and Dorlus Umbridge.
Fucking Merlin.
Merlin, yeah, Merlin was
You
a
fucking
Slytherin.
nerds over there in Ravenclaw.
I didn't know
and
Dolores
Hufflepuff.
Umbridge was a fucking
You
Slytherin, but it
Fucking
makes sense.
suck. I'm Slytherin
Yep.
through and through.
Hey, did you notice,
sure
right?
are.
They built your common room under the lake, so if they needed to kill all the bad guys in the freaking school quickly, they
blow
just
up the lake.
flood
That's
the
our.
place.
Did you not listen? Our element is water, Kieran. Jesus fucking
This
Christ.
is an
We're
actual-
talking
You
Yeah,
about
don't
Harry
fucking
Potter, you
breathe in
fucking-
water.
Yep.
There's no gillyweed for you to turn into a mermaid. You fuck.
No, we don't fucking need it. We just
nerd.
murdered. We just murdered all the fucking Hufflepuff
He doesn't
in their
understand
sleep.
your reference!
Cut my nose off and
dear.
call me fucking Voldemort.
But the most pressing question out of that, apart from the fact that Jack wants to be Voldemort, like, this is in the same cinematic universe that had Merlin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
What's...
Didn't
I
you know?
don't-
Because
you
don't
didn't
you-
realise
fucking
that.
Merlin.
quite often in
Just
the books
so-
they say by Merlin's beard.
Also,
Okay,
and correct
yeah,
me if
no,
I'm
yep.
correct me if I'm wrong with my Harry Potter knowledge, but
You're
did
probably
we
wrong.
did we or did we not have Alan Rickman in our house?
Well, you did.
Did we
No,
or did we not have Alan Rickman in?
No, you
our-
didn't.
No,
go.
you didn't.
You
You had
didn't have Alan
Severus
Rickman.
Snape.
You had Severus Snape.
Yeah,
Did Alan Rickman play Severus Snape?
it wasn't in
Yes.
your house though.
He wasn't in your house.
So he's not a
Yeah.
Slytherin.
Are you
His
trying to
character
call
was a
Alan
Slytherin.
Rickman a Slytherin?
Clay.
Alan
That is
Rickman-
not
Alan
a great
Rickman
way to talk
himself
about the
was a
deceased
Gryffindor.
Jack.
Is he not? Was he
man
not part?
died
You're
recently.
testing my Harry Potter knowledge right now. Was he not part of the Slytherin house? Or
He was
ever?
the head of the Slytherin house in the movies.
So we had Alan Rickman.
He also
His actions portrayed him as a Gryffindor.
He betrayed. Yeah, he's basically a Gryffindor.
Yeah.
He was a fake Slytherin, secretly.
Spoilers,
secret agent.
spoilers, come on.
spoilers,
He also
spoilers.
he also can't tell the difference between blue eyes and green eyes because
Yes,
apparently
this is also true.
yeah.
Did we or did we not
He's
have Alan Rickman?
colorblind.
You had
Colorblind?
the actor playing. Look, the fact you look.
Did
they were
we
books
or
first,
did
you
we
fuckwit.
not have Alan Rickman?
But you're in the fucking
if
books. They're
right
not like
now-
it's Alan Rickman.
It's
If
not.
right now we were to sort Alan Rickman, we would not be putting him in Slytherin.
We
He'd
would
be
not.
Gryffindor.
He'd
Right,
be
Alan
in
Rick-
Gryffindor.
Look, I'm writing notes to make sure everyone's house. Alan Rickman's name is going on Gryffindor.
I'm not sure how I feel about
Right
this. I
now,
feel,
done.
I feel
Alan
like
Rickman.
I'm more of a Gryffindor than a Slytherin. To be
You had
honest.
I've already
Jason,
wrote-
you had
I've already
Jason
wrote
the
Isaacs
name under
and
spoken
Helen
like a
Bonham
real
Carter.
Slytherin.
You're a fucking Slytherin.
I'll take
Lock
it.
it
I
in.
don't care. Fucking
Deal with it.
cunning
Well, you have
and
to take
ambition.
it. You can't argue with the Slytherin.
No, I like it. I'll wear it with like a badge of honor.
You've been sorted, bitch.
Shut up, Hufflepuff.
I'm pretty sure that's what the sorting hat says.
I think. Yeah, I think this should be the part where we sort Jono.
Oh, do you want to?
Definitely Hufflepuff.
Well,
Definitely
I,
Hufflepuff.
I was going to propose when
Putting in
I
the
didn't
work.
think that Nick, Jono, and Kieran would be here that we do sort them. Anyway.
Sort them behind our backs.
Yeah, sort them before they know about it.
We'll put them in Slytherin and see what happens.
So we can do that, but I have a funny feeling Nick's just trying to avoid being sorted himself.
No, that's it.
I wouldn't be sorted because I would have been at Coldivistores or Durmstrang.
You're fucking. What's the big giant dude's name?
Hagrid.
Yeah, Nick's Hagrid.
Hagrid went to school though, and then
Yeah,
got
he went
expelled.
into-
So
He was a
Nick is
Hufflepuff.
No,
definitely
he's
Hagrid.
Yeah, he was a Hufflepuff.
He was a
Oh
Hufflepuff.
no.
Oh no.
That's right.
Rub
The
that shit in his
character
house.
Hagrid was in Hufflepuff. The actor who played him, whose name's forgetting me, would probably not be in Hufflepuff. Just to
No, I
clarify.
don't think that counts. No, that
Oh, I
definitely-
need
Robbie Coltrane.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It is Robbie Coltrane.
From the famous James Bond movies.
Shouldn't have
Yes.
said that.
GoldenEye.
Oh, he was
and
too.
The World Is Not
Yeah.
Enough.
Water's not
Yep.
enough. He was too.
Great
He was
character in those movies. He was his
what was his
friend.
name? He was the dude that in GoldenEye double on
Valentino.
64. Valentino, yes. And you met him in
Valentino
the
or
like
something
the
like that.
cemetery in
Fucking
Goldeneye.
spot on, Bevan.
Goldeneye.
Spot on.
GoldenEye,
for you.
best James Bond movie.
Oh, let's
Best
not
James
go
Bond
into
movie.
this.
Slytherin.
Let's go.
All right, Nick. Nick, what house do you want to be in? What house do you think you'd be in?
I haven't thought about it enough, really.
Well, you got to do it right now.
well,
Well,
fuck
you should have been thinking about it for at least the last 20 minutes.
I'll take the bullet here. I think Nick's a Hufflepuff.
I do like badgers.
You are a bit of a badgerer yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hard one, isn't it? Touching. Yeah.
Give us Gryffindor
Yeah.
again. What's
Who
Gryffindor
loves-
again?
Who loves animals? Is there a particular house that are all about that
That's,
kind of?
that's why I'm
Not
skimming
really.
it. That's why
There's
I'm
probably been
skimming
more
it.
Gryffindor is animals, kind of, because Hufflepuffs are like herbology and shit.
No. Hufflepuff's the right answer. I'm going to say Hufflepuff because Newt Scamander was part of them, and he's obviously famous for animals.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a good corresponding element. So Hufflepuff does work. Dun, dun. The founder of Hogsmeade was a member of Hufflepuff. Newt Scamander.
You're a big drinker, Nick, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You love a
every
good
fucking day.
butterbeer every now and then.
Yeah. Ooh.
Is butterbeer a real thing?
Yeah, you can actually go
Yeah.
drink butterbeer. It's pretty good.
Was it a real thing before Harry Potter?
No.
No.
No?
Oh, okay. Yeah, like
It might
I
have
didn't
been
know if that
somewhere.
was like something in some part of the world that you
Maybe.
just assume it's like a stick of butter in some beer, or but I always it's like warm. Is it just melted butter?
And then for the low-fat version, they use I can't believe it's not butterbeer.
Oh no! Oh no!
I feel like everyone is saying everyone else's house not to be Gryffindor because nobody wants to not be in Gryffindor.
Nick, you're not being Gryffindor.
We've
I
already
actually
put
think- I actually think-
someone in Gryffindor.
I actually think if we're going to
What
go to
Alan
Tom
Rickman
next,
and Gryffindor?
I think Tom is a Gryffindor.
You know, put Tom in
Yeah.
Gryffindor.
I would say Tom's Gryffindor.
Give us a Gryffindor again.
Bravery, daring, nerve, and chivalry.
It's a hard house to
I mean,
sort
he's
into because-
British. I mean, he has to kind of be in Gryffindor, doesn't he?
I mean, nearly headless Nick, as played by the famous British person
Cleese.
from Monty Python,
Can you
John
say his
Cleese.
name?
John Cleese.
Thank
John
you.
Cleese. I was
gonna
going to say the famous British person
I was
from
gonna
Monty
say,
Python. What
it's-
all?
Sorry.
Tom.
Sorry.
Tommy's our John Cleese.
John
I'll
Cleese.
take it.
Isn't that like every
I'll
actor
take John
in
Cleese.
Harry Potter,
To-
the
to-
famous
to-
British actor?
Oh, John Cleese is like John Cleese is the kind of British person that Americans would know, though.
John Cleese
Sorry.
is the British actor.
Yeah, that's fair.
He was in James Bond movies.
Well, you know, he's got.
Oh, he was too.
to tie it back to James Bond once again.
Can we just have
Turns
a
out this
moment?
is the James Bond topic.
I'm sure Michael
we-
Gambon wasn't too.
Can we just have a moment to appreciate John Cleese for a second? Moment of silence for
have-
John
no.
Cleese.
He's so. Why are we having a moment of silence?
He's not alive.
not
He's not dead.
He's not dead. He
You
just
don't know
did-
Very
that.
much alive.
He just
He's
did
fine.
that great Specsavers ad.
Can I
It's
go on?
hilarious.
Can I go on a little tangent? Real question: has anyone watched a lovely movie called A Fish Called Wanda?
No.
I haven't.
Yes, I think so. I can't remember it, but I believe I have.
Fantastic.
You're not
fucking
going to be
movie.
helpful to the conversation if you
No,
can't remember
not at all.
it.
But I know I've seen it.
Everyone should watch A Fish Called Wanda. Fantastic movie.
Let me
John
just
Cleese.
write that down.
It's very funny. If
And
you
at the
like
same
Monty
time,
Python
just
humor
watch like all of Monty Python's stuff. Just all
as well.
I-
And now
I
for
have
something
the-
completely different. Let's go back to sorting houses. Hey!
Hey, I see what you did there.
So, Jono,
I didn't.
Hufflepuff?
Did we
I'm
decide? Did we
claiming
lock?
Gryffindor
Did we
then,
lock?
yeah.
Nick?
I think
Nick's,
Jono's
Nick's
a squid.
Hufflepuff. Nick's
I'm
Hufflepuff.
happy to be Gryffindor.
Actually,
Tom's
I'm a
Gryffindor.
Muggle.
I don't think. I don't. I'm not putting. I don't think Jono can be in the Gryffindor.
No,
Jono's
he's
a
definitely
Ravenclaw.
well. Hard work is part of
Daring?
Hufflepuff, right? Hufflepuff.
No,
I would say
hard
he's
work is
Hufflepuff.
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 Jono
I
is
think
clearly
Jono's a
Hufflepuff. He has
Who's
a
the head of
podcast called
Hufflepuff?
Putting in the Work. He's clearly Hufflepuff.
Who's the head of Hufflepuff? Putting in the work.
The head of House of Hufflepuff is Professor Sprout.
I could put him in Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw. Because Ravenclaw's intelligence,
pretty
knowledge,
smart.
and wit.
My gut feel puts him in Ravenclaw.
I'm leaning towards Ravenclaw.
I just
I
putting in
enjoy
the work,
that
does it?
all the
Like-
members of the group that wear glasses, apart from Ash, are in Ravenclaw.
Yeah, because
some
you're all
nerds,
nerds, and we
You're
like
You're not
you.
in. Yeah, you're Hufflepuff.
You're in the
motherfucker.
good nerd group.
Kieran trying to get himself out of Hufflepuff. He's like, all of us guys wearing glasses. We're in
He's already in
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
I'm already in Ravenclaw.
I thought you were in Hufflepuff.
No.
No, he's in Ravenclaw. Don't
put me in that.
Reformed
Everyone,
Hufflepuff.
update. So just to recap before we finish on Jono, Hufflepuff, Ash, Nick, Gryffindor, Alan Rickman, Slytherin, Jack, Ravenclaw, myself and Kieran.
Didn't we have
Tom's
Tom
in
in
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor?
Tom's in Gryffindor.
We didn't do Tom yet, did
Yes,
we?
we did,
Yeah,
because
we
he's
did.
British.
Okay.
Kind
Tom-
of.
we just-
And John Cleese.
Yeah,
So
that's how we- that's
Gryffindor,
how we talked
Alan
about John
Rickman.
Cleese.
Oh, yeah,
Tom
that's
can
right.
go hang out
Gryffindor
with Alan Rickman.
And Tom.
Gryffindor,
Tom's
Alan
there with
Rickman, John Cleese, Tom.
Booyah.
I'll add John Cleese.
One of these things is not like the others.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
Jono, I'm voting on Ravenclaw.
I'd put,
I'd
I'd
go
put
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
I'm happy
Yeah.
with the Ravenclaw. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll default to you guys, but I would say Hufflepuff.
You don't know shit.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. So
It took you 20 episodes to work that out.
no, it just took me 20 episodes to have the confidence to say it to you.
Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
Okay, so
And that's why you're a Slytherin.
I'll be spending my weekends hanging out with Kieran and Jono. Jack will be spending his weekends sharpening a knife to stab anyone else. Tom gets to hang out with John Cleese and the now deceased Alan Rickman ghost running
So it's
around.
Alan Rickman Ghost.
And
a ghost
Hufflepuff, Ashley and Nick.
Yep.
What'd you say?
Is Alan Rickman Ghost now the ghost?
He is a ghost.
The
He
ghost.
now
He's a
replaces.
Yeah,
He's a
nearly
ghost.
got
In
the
this alternate universe, John Cleese isn't the ghost running around as nearly headless Nick. It's actually Alan Rickman just playing a ghost.
John Cleese is playing a 19-year-old that is still in Hogwarts. It's my final year, chaps.
Okay.
Good episode, guys. Wrap it up.
What's part
Fantastic
two?
work.
So,
What's part two, Tom?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. What would you like part 2 to be?
Why haven't you watched all the movies, Jack?
Yeah,
Bring it
Jack.
out.
all right. So,
yeah, Jack.
Let's
First-
have part 2 just turn into
Let's just
Harry
start
Potter.
reading the book.
Harry Potter.
From
Jack.
Actually, I have
the
a
boy
question.
who lived.
so
boy-
Something
lived.
about the Dursleys on Privet Drive, and I'm not quite sure.
the first Harry.
That is how it starts, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
No,
it
it
starts
starts with
talking
the night
about
where-
them explicitly.
The night where his parents die.
Do you want to let's just round table Harry Potter history. 20th
Yeah.
anniversary celebration.
Yeah.
Let's go the
Yeah.
same order. Start with Ash again.
What?
No, I'm me
No,
first, I suppose.
I want
Or
to
we
know
can
why
go
Jack
Ash and
hasn't
me.
watched the movies or read the books.
We'll get to that. We'll get to
Alright.
it. We'll
Let's go.
interrogate him together.
Like a true
Carry on.
Slytherin, Jack doesn't like fun.
Ash, you can
So-
be bad cop.
I'll be bad cop. Cool.
Yeah, Ash can be bad cop. I want to see this.
Ash,
What are you doing?
what's your Harry Potter history, Ash?
Yeah, I read all the books. I remember, I think it was 2000 when the Goblet of Fire came out. That's when it like blew up at my school, and my mum came back from a trip and she had all the first books and then devoured them and then just waited every
How did they
time that a
taste?
new book came out. So
Yes,
that's
did
pretty
you
much-
did you fall off the train, or are you
No.
were you still on it through all the way to the movies?
all the way
Sound like
through.
he's a heroin
Yep.
addict.
Fuck off!
Yeah, I
Harry
remember
Potter's
when
hard drugs.
when the sixth book came out, I had to wait for it to go. It was like came out during the middle of the week, and we couldn't go out to the bookstore for some reason. I
Did you-
was
did you ever
searching
go to New
online
Release?
to find a copy, non-legally.
You Thomased it.
Oh, no. No,
And
no, no,
Such
no,
a nice
no.
guy, Ash.
I started reading it, and apparently this copy was not the correct,
Oh,
was not the
dear.
actual copy of the
Fucking
book.
serves
so-
you right.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Did it start with Draco and Harry were in a central moonlit fucking lakeside and they started caressing
If only.
each other?
I don't even know what it was. I like read like a chapter in it, and like this doesn't feel right. So
It just doesn't have the
Doesn't-
magic.
it does. Yeah, it's just missing something.
It's Harry Potter without any magic.
You accidentally got the Wonder.
Why are they
book of
flying
spells.
around on
You got
mobs?
the Breakfast Club
Yeah.
instead of Harry Potter. There's no magic here. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, watched all the movies as soon as they came out. Yeah, big Harry Potter fan.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Kieran.
What about Kieran?
I hated the books. I hated the movies. I didn't really pay attention to them.
Cool.
Like, you know,
Next.
I'm a cool kid. No, fucking
Kieran was
No,
one. Kieran was one running up and down the line at the book to buy the book, and fucking Dumbledore dies.
no. I'm not that much of a
Pingu.
jerk. Jeez, Slytherin, that's you.
Yep.
No, I read all the books the day they came out, or like within a couple of days. I would see the movies. We had a family tradition where we'd go to like gold class and stuff for the first showing of every
Ooh,
movie.
fancy.
I know,
Was gold
right? 'Cause
class
we're
a thing back
fancy
then?
like that. Well, in England it was. Like it was like.
Oh, cherry top top.
Cheerio,
Gold class cinema.
For those who don't know, Kieran is in fact a Pommy posing as an Australian.
I am indeed.
Just
I
like
am
Thomas is a Pommy
Shine
posing
your
as a
shoes,
Kiwi.
governor.
Oh, shiny shoes. No, I loved it. I'm one of those people that can say word for word every line of every movie.
Go on,
Just
do it.
because.
No, we'll
Not
be here
like-
for a while.
Not,
Always.
Start from number one.
Start for number one.
Good, I don't have to watch the movie.
Fade in, night sky. A cat sits on the street.
I can't remember what movie it is, but there's a movie where somebody's like they're having a Harry Potter party and they're watching the end of the movie, and the guy's like reenacting the line and being like, I'm not going home, not really, and it's just me. I can see me in a good 10 years wearing a Harry Potter uniform, sitting watching the movies alone with my 10 cats and an owl.
Something ultimately sad about that.
Make sure you stream it.
I will
TV/Explosion
stream,
Network.
I'll stream it with cat cam for the whole.
dear.
But no, I loved the crap out of those books.
Oh dear.
That's good. We're 2 for 2 so far. It's going very well. Who am I?
Dylan,
I'm
what?
next, aren't I?
Yeah.
Who are you, Dylan? That
Who
is a
am
great
I?
question.
I had to fit myself in there. So I grew up reading all the Harry Potter books. I think I'm of the perfect age where I basically grew. I grew at the same age as Harry as the books came out, more or less. So he was like a little kid when I was a little kid. And by the time he was reaching puberty, I kind of was reaching puberty at the same time, I guess.
Did you experiment together?
Pretty much. No shit.
Wow!
I'm so glad you went there.
Wow.
I'm so glad you went there.
I'm willing to admit. The first book I ever read where I was reading a scene, I started getting a little bit chubby. Was the
Wait. You started to get a chubby?
A chubby? Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit. A chubby.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you like ate a ton of food after reading.
I was getting a little pudgy.
No, I knew where that was going.
Yeah,
because
a
I was
little
going to make the
stiff
same
one.
joke,
In-
but you're,
in
you're
Harry
making
Potter-
the joke on yourself.
He's getting a little stiff one.
in Goblet of Fire, there's a scene where he's talking to Moaning Myrtle, and he like gets in there, and then for some reason,
Moaning Myrtle.
So
Now
you're
we're
a
talking.
necrophilia,
ghost.
too.
he's like getting in the pool, and I was like, "Is Moaning Myrtle the ghost about to get naked and like join in?" I was like, "This is going to be a little bit sensual."
John
or
starts
something like that.
jerking it to Harry Potter.
It was a little 13-year-old Dylan, like, oh,
Dylan's attracted to dead people.
I've got a bit of necrophilia. I love Devil's
Not
Rejects.
fucking
Great
relatives,
movie.
it's dead people.
So I went to the movies would come out basically on my birthday or around my birthday every year, and so
When's
that would be
that?
like in November,
December?
and they
Oh,
would
yeah.
so that was like a yearly tradition to go to those. I went to when I started reading them, like Ash. The latest one was Goblet of Fire was the latest release. No, the one before. No, it wasn't. Goblet of Fire was yet to come out.
So it's
that
Prisoner.
was-
You started.
Prison, yeah, I started on Prisoner, and then I was started reading them every release date from Goblet onwards. Goblet I picked up randomly from a bookstore, but then every book after that I went to the like 6 a.m. Release.
6 a.m.
Yeah,
Fucking
they didn't have
fake
midnights here. They didn't have midnights here, or some weird
Midnight
Oh, I
doesn't
think it was
exist in
'cause it was
Tasmania.
I think it was like the same time, like worldwide. So that was.
Shit. Oh, really? Okay, well
think
they
so.
didn't open.
Yeah.
But I remember like going to my first one when I was my Nan and Pop took me and I dressed up, had a scarf, had a little scar on my head, went
that's
down
great.
there, went into the bookshop, picked it up. They gave me a fancy little book. And
Was it
did all
Harry
that
Potter
stuff.
or was it a fancy little different book?
Fuck off. I remember there was a big moment when Deathly Hallows came out, because all of the books up until Deathly Hallows, I had got like the kids version of the cover, and for Deathly Hallows there was like an adult's cover and a kids cover. And when that came out, I was like, I'm like now a teenage, like a late teenager or whatever age I was. I'm like, I'm getting the adults cover for this Harry Potter book.
No, you
What
didn't.
is wrong with you?
You
Oh,
didn't.
some fucking hardcore.
There's no way you were late teens because I was 17.
I don't know
when
how
it
old
came
I
out.
was. I'm not sure.
Then
the
your
year
set would have
Deathly
looked
Hallows came
different
out.
on the bookshelf.
I'm not
Why
sure.
would you do
I wish
that?
I had my books in front of me. My I was looking at them the other week actually. My copy of Philosopher's Stone is fucked. I kind of want to. I'm not going to replace it. Well, it's actually like memories, because on the inside cover it says like Dylan Blight 3P, which was like 3. I can't remember my teacher's name, but like. But I was in grade 3 when I was reading that book, and I'd take it to school. So I was like, Dylan, write your name in the book, so you know if it gets lost. And I had like my teacher's classroom, like where to find it and all sorts of little information. And I'm just like, oh, Dylan, you fuckwit, you've wrote in the book. Look at these dog ears. You fucked it. It's useless now.
Can I stop? You just brought up a great point. You mentioned Philosopher's Stone. I am a person that will
Sorcerer's
not.
Stone?
I will not. Yes, that abomination that the American fucks have done
Called
and
the
caused
name.
it Sorcerer's Stone.
Why?
When
Why
Because
do they do that?
Americans aren't smart and can't say
It's
philosopher's.
terrible.
I have random
They're a
Harry
bunch
Potter
of
facts
Hufflepuffs.
coming out my ass too.
Yep.
Like
I take
In
offence
the-
to that, Thomas.
And
That wouldn't be a
in grade,
Gryffindor
in grade
thing to
3.
do.
I redrew the front cover of Philosopher's Stone, and it was put up in the school hallway for the next year. It was chosen as like one of the best pieces
What
of
not
artwork
to
that
do?
year.
So,
Fuck off!
what's your favourite fan fiction you've written?
Fan fiction, right? Famous fan fiction ever. I haven't written any fan fiction about
You
Harry
haven't?
Potter.
Sure
believe it or
you
I'm,
not.
I'm pretty partial to like a Harry Draco crossover kind of thing.
I'm intrigued that you said you haven't written any fan fiction about Harry Potter.
I've written- I've
What
written
else
fan-
have you written fan fiction about there?
in high school, I wrote fan. See, you say fan fiction, you're automatically thinking it must be fucking porn, but like,
Sexy stories.
Is
yes.
it?
you know,
Or was
has everyone watched Reservoir Dogs?
Yes.
Yes.
I wrote the story so it filled the parts that weren't in the movie. So that's like fan fiction.
We,
That's
should,
pretty
we
good.
should make that movie.
Can you like shoot that link? I'd love to read that.
No, I don't have it. I've lost it.
No.
What?
Just write
I
it
wanted
again.
to find it.
What?
I wrote God of War fan fiction when I was in high school too. Like a
Well, that
different,
was
like,
definitely
mini-story.
sex fan.
That's
fiction,
gotta be
man,
sex,
because that's all
right?
that,
Yeah.
that game was about.
Calliope, suck my dick.
But so yeah, I've
Square,
got-
square, 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 square. Explode with hell.
yeah. So
What a game.
I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I don't know if anyone could tell by the way I got really excited when the podcast
You're like,
started.
I got my fucking wand here.
I didn't notice.
I do have a wand sitting right up there. So
I've seen the video. I'm aware. I saw you jumping on your bed.
if you've watched my vlogs, you know that I'm
Big fucking
Yeah.
excited over Harry Potter.
Toby is in that vlog, by the way.
I own all the books that are out.
Hashtag need more Toby.
If you want a Harry Potter tip, by the way, I know a lot of people
No
are
dogs
missing
in
out
Harry
on
Potter.
this.
Just the tip.
Everyone's missing.
There are
this one.
dogs. Hagrid has
Not-
a dog.
Oh yeah,
There's
one
a
dog.
yeah.
And what about the three-headed dog in the
That's
first?
Fluffy.
There's Fluffy, exactly.
Oh, you know, I had a stuffed toy of Fluffy when I was a kid too. It was on my bed. I cuddled it.
Why would you want to? What? Why would
Because
you
it
want
was
like a
nice
Hagrid?
and good to cuddle. If you read the Harry Potter books when you was a kid and you want really, what you should be doing is every year for the last 2 years they've been re-putting them out and they're illustrated. They're fucking amazing, and I think a lot of people don't realize they're like, oh, they just reprinted it. They're not reprints. It's basically a new experience. It's not like a couple random pictures throughout the book. It's nearly every page has this amazing artwork and illustrations done by it. And the Chamber of Secrets one last year was amazing. Philosopher's Stone one was amazing. Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite Harry Potter book, and I cannot fucking wait. It's one of my most anticipated books of the year, and it's a reprint. But it's just because of the art. So if you're a Harry
I
Potter
need to
check
get
fan,
on
those
this
out.
bandwagon.
I'd highly suggest
Yep.
checking these out because the art is really, really beautiful.
Are they
Next
tall?
I have to
person.
do a lot of art for the next couple of months.
Oh, Jack.
Here's something cool. How about we
Teal.
say what each other's Patronus would be?
Should we
Why don't-
do that maybe
wait,
after
Should we
our
finish the
history?
one
You
segment we're
No.
in?
Actually, a really quick question,
fucking
Jack.
nerd.
Can we talk about Quidditch on Grandstand Gurus?
No, you
Yes.
cannot fucking
Yes.
talk about Quidditch.
That's a
So
real
fucking
sport.
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, can
That
we
is
do-
a real
if Jack's
sport.
ever away again, we're talking about Quidditch.
Didn't
on the show.
Australia win the world championship?
It
I
is a
think
real
so.
sport.
Could
that
have.
they
It
play.
is a real sport.
Wow. You can debate that on Grandstand Gurus.
As depicted in
Nick, tell us your history of.
That's Jack.
Yeah, don't worry about me. No, skip me. Just go to Nick.
Alright.
It's fine.
That's fine.
I don't talk about Harry Potter
Why?
anyway. Fucking
You're
nerds.
just gonna be a curmudgeon.
I see Nick next.
I see Ash, Kieran, Dylan, Nick, Jack, and me.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. It's not how alphabetical works, but
Well, it's because both you, Dylan, and Nick are signed in with Explosion
Oh.
Network, so you're both in the E section. Go
I
on,
bet
Nick.
Jack is so happy that we're having this conversation.
It's great. Everything's great. This is great. Nick, tell us your fucking history of Harry Potter.
I read the books. I watched the movies. I enjoyed them. I am a fan.
the quintessential Nick response. I read the books. I watched the movies. A fan. Bravo.
Did you play the video games? Any of them?
I played
I platinumed one of them.
one of them on the Game Boy Advance, and that was really fun.
Holy
actually.
shit! There was a Game Boy Color Harry Potter game. It was an RPG one. That
Oh,
is
yes,
actually
I played
one of the
that.
most underrated fucking games ever. It was legit a good RPG game that was set in the Harry Potter universe. And you know what? You just remade Crash. Remake that Harry Potter game.
I miss.
At
Come
least
on,
they'd be
switch
remaking
virtual
a good
console.
game.
Didn't I
Switch
send you a
virtual
story about
console.
a Harry Potter RPG or MMO recently?
Oh, fucking lose my
Someone
shit,
working on
son.
it?
Oh, they there was sort of umming and ahhing or something about Pokemon Go themed for
Fuck
Harry
Pokemon
Potter,
Go.
but I don't think that was a real thing, or at least I hope it's not a real thing.
I'll play Harry Potter.
I think
Go.
they were just talking about what cool things could be done in the Pokemon Go style. Like Garfield.
Which is nothing now because
No, there's
Pokemon
Garfield.
Go's already done.
There
it.
is Garfield. They came out with a Garfield one the other day.
Jack, why have you not watched or
Why are
read
you an
any Harry
abomination?
Potter?
I've not read any Harry Potter. I've seen a couple of the movies. I went and saw. So I don't know. I never got into it when they first came out. Everyone was they were like, I was reading like fucking Battle Axe by Sarah Douglas at that point in time. So I was like, this is the cool book, and everyone's on this fucking Harry Potter train. But no, I didn't get into it. I don't know.
You were on the wrong side of history there.
I was on the wrong side of history. Yes.
In the 1950s and 60s.
No, the first Harry Potter movie I saw was The Prisoner of Azkaban. The only reason I saw it was to go to the cinemas and kiss girls because I wasn't a fucking nerd like the rest of you fuckwits. But no,
You say
No,
with
yeah.
a bunch of
I'm
statues of different stuff.
I'm a bit disappointed in the girl here that she wasn't interested in the movie either. Like,
Girls.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
why would you want to get a
Go
girl
see
like
something
that?
else.
Kieran,
Go
girls.
see something else.
Girls.
Fucking hell.
Girls, multiple girls. No,
Oh.
Like, yeah, the first movie I saw was Prison of Azkaban. I'm like, this is fine, this is great, like, you know, all good. I wasn't really paying attention to the movie because there was other things going on. And
And a
then,
hand job.
and then
I hate you
I
and
went.
everything you stand for.
I
It
went
is one polished.
I went back and so I was like, I had every intent because one of my best mates is like right into Harry Potter, loves it, swears by it, says it's the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, obviously I've missed out. Like it's one of those things, like everyone's got that thing in pop culture that they haven't seen, right? They never got into it. Like some people haven't seen Star Wars, some people haven't been into whatever, Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, whatever. Metal Gear Solid, whatever it is. Harry Potter was that
seen all
thing
that.
for me. Harry Potter was
Mass
that.
Effect.
Yeah, whatever. Harry Potter was that thing for me. I never got into Harry Potter. And I was like, I got Netflix like a year and a half ago, whatever. I was like, all the Harry Potter movies were up there. I'm like, do you know what? This is the perfect opportunity. I'm going to get into Harry Potter. I'm going to watch all the Harry Potter movies. This is going to be great. And obviously,
See, what you did wrong there was start with the movies.
what I did wrong was start. Let's just put it that way.
Can we just get him off the podcast
I
now?
watched,
Fired.
obviously,
What the
You're
fuck?
fired.
obviously started
No,
with the
you
Philosopher's
don't deserve
Stone.
to be in a house. You are a muggle.
Obviously started
Why
with,
haven't we done that? He's definitely a muggle.
started with the
Or he's a
Philosopher's
squib.
Stone.
He's a
squib.
that
He's a
Dylan,
squib.
rewrite the notes.
That-
Wikipedia needs to reflect that Jack
Hold
is
on,
in
let me
fact
get
a
let me
muggle.
Jack
say
is
my
a
let
squib.
me say my piece.
That's
you
even
fucking
worse than a Slytherin.
nerds. Over
I've
here.
changed it. He's a muggle.
Anyway, so I started with obviously the Philosopher's Stone or whatever fucking thing, and oh my god, if that's not the most boring, dragged out movie I've ever seen in my life, oh my god, I felt like I was watching like you know the movie Blank Check. Much more exciting than Harry
Yes.
Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Much more exciting. And that movie goes for too fucking long. Nothing happens. It's just like, okay, get to the fucking point. I'm like, okay, yep, it's that guy, the weird dude's the bad guy. Okay, yep, no worries. Yep, they're fantastic. Yep. So he looks into a mirror for like 45 minutes of the movie. Yep, great, awesome. I was like, get to the fucking point. It was a yawn. I got to the end of that movie and I was so like physically drained that I was just like, I can't. If they're all like that, I cannot do it.
I'm sorry,
you
but
troll
there's only
in
so
the
long I can
podcast?
listen to
I thought you'd
this
like to know.
fucking bullshit that's happening right now. One of the longest, most boring movies. What have you watched? 5 fucking movies in your life? 7 movies? You watched all the Star Wars,
that
watched Philosopher's
movie-
Stone, and was like, fuck, that's boring. You fucking idiot. Get out of here. You're dismissed, sir.
That
fucking
movie-
insert Jack
That
Dickhead
movie-
YouTube video.
That movie
You
fucking
dickhead.
sucks.
The Mirror of Erised was in it for all of maybe 10 minutes, not 45.
152 minutes that movie goes for. Far too long.
Have you watched Lord of the
152
Rings?
minutes.
Have you watched Lord of the
152
Rings?
Yeah, much more exciting. I'd rather watch Hobbits walk for fucking 38 hours than watch another.
You're
the Philosopher's
dismissed.
Stone.
You are
Once
dismissed.
again,
Get
I
out.
want to
Fucking another
clarify.
152
Out now.
minutes. That movie sucked. I saw it all the way through the end. I saw it through. I didn't give up, but I wanted to so bad. Movie sucked. That's all I have to say about that. So
Let the
that's-
record
I just
show
can't even right now.
that Jack's opinions on Harry Potter most definitely do not reflect the Explosion Network in a whole.
Nick,
I'm
can I
sure
get
Harry
another
Potter's
fan?
great,
To
but
be fair,
that movie sucks. I'd
it is 2
challenge
hours,
anyone
32
to give me a
minutes
good
long.
reason why that movie is fucking
Hey Jack,
exciting.
you know how we're having a quick chat after this podcast.
I think
It
you
might
need
be
to
in
add
your
something
best
to your agenda.
interests to tender your resignation, or the meeting could get very awkward.
I might
for
have to
us
do that.
all
I don't know.
Very
I'm
quickly.
like a fucking working with 6
I want to
other
clarify
fucking
something
nerds
about the
here.
movies. The first movie is
Sucks.
meant to be a family movie. It was aimed at kids. Christopher
Yeah,
Columbus directed
yeah,
it.
exactly. It's
He
a
makes
boring.
he
It's a
makes-
2.5 hour
Christopher
kids
Columbus?
movie. It is
Chris
a 2.5
Columbus.
hour kids movie. That is why it sucks.
It is a kids movie. It was meant to be a kids movie. If you don't like a kids movie because you're an adult, that's your own
No,
problem.
no.
Number
No,
2
no.
is also
Yes,
meant to
yeah.
be a
It's meant to be a
movie.
kids movie. It should be paced like a kids movie, not like it's paced like an adult movie. But the
I
content
was
is a
like
kids movie.
8, 10 when I watched it. I had no problems. I wasn't bored. What do you have, the attention span of a
you were 8,
2-year-old?
10.
Can we
I was
swap
Like
you
when
out?
you're
27.
a child.
Yeah, can we swap
If he's
you out
got
for
your
William? I think
genes-
he's going to have a better idea of Harry Potter than you.
He
the
backed
biggest
me
thing-
up.
the biggest
Don't-
draw-
He backed me up.
The biggest draw of Harry Potter is those movies. They grew with us, you know. They
Yeah,
grew
clearly
up in-
I watched
they-
it way too late because that movie sucks.
When did you
Missed the
try and
train.
watch it? Last year.
Read the book.
Yeah, last year.
So when you was 42, you tried to watch it.
Expecting
into the
action-packed magic.
I was 26 at the time. But
Oh.
no, look, I've no doubt that it's obviously a kids movie. That's why I didn't enjoy it because I'm like, it's 2.5 hour fucking kids movie. I'm like, I cannot fucking deal with this right now. Obviously, if
How
I had
does
watched
Sal
it when
feel
it
about
came
it?
out when I was in grade 6 or whatever it was, I probably would have enjoyed it. But obviously, I didn't. So, movie sucks.
How do you feel? How do you go watching? Like, can you watch a kids movie these days? Like, if you go to watch an actual kids movie, you're just like, this sucks.
Not if it goes for
kids
90
movie?
minutes like it's supposed
Did
to.
you just? Have you just beat your inner child? Is that what you've done for the last couple of years of your life? Just
Mate,
fucking
You paedophile.
I watched.
locked that inner child up and like put it in a freaking cage?
I watched good movies when I was a kid. I didn't watch fucking
Like
shit
what?
movies. Back to the
What
Future,
good
Indiana Jones, Star Wars.
I've watched all those when I was a kid. I watched
good
all
movies.
those when I was a kid.
Good
Yep.
movies.
Go another one.
I mean, everything. Alien, fucking whatever.
Oh yeah, I watched the classic kids. I watched the classic kids and family movies.
I didn't watch kids
Alien.
movies as a kid. I didn't watch kids movies. I didn't start watching kids movies until I was like 10, 11. I was like, my mum
Sorry,
would
you were
point me.
robbed of your childhood.
Yeah, this is all I'm hearing.
Yeah, it
think
feels,
Jack
feels to
feels
me
bad
like
on
your
childhood?
tortured childhood
I-
should be a topic for
Kieran,
another
the
show
way,
at this point.
Kieran, yeah, definitely. Oh, mate, we'll need like a 4-part episode series for that. Kieran, your comment about like you can watch the Harry Potter movies, you know them off by heart. That's how I feel about Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Like, Back to the Future is my fucking jam.
But
Like,
Back
I-
to the Future
I-
3 sucks.
Back to the Future 3 is not as good as Back to the Future 1 and 2. I don't know that it
Which
sucks.
also aren't as
It's-
good.
It's
shut
not
the
as
fuck
good
up,
as any
Nick.
of the Harry
Back to the
Potter
Future
movies.
3 is the Temple of Doom of the Back to the Future series, and Temple of Doom is the Back to the Future 3 of the.
And
it's
Harry
not as
Potter
good.
1 and 2 are the Temple of Doom of the Back to the Future of the Star Wars Episode 6 of the Harry Potter franchise.
Yeah, so at least Back to the Future, at least Back to the Future in Indiana Jones.
We need a fucking crazy wall for Jack.
At least Back to the Future.
Jaden Pryor, can you whiteboard everything that's been said? Just
At
put
least-
it on a whiteboard for us.
At least Back to the Future and Indiana Jones had the decency to give me one good movie before they hit me with that bullshit. The fucking Harry Potter started out with that crap.
I'm just going to have to cut you off there, Jack, because
Please
we've,
do, I'm
we've
getting
had
upset.
enough.
I'm
And
getting upset.
I took enough good screenshots of what was going on during that to make it worth it.
Especially Dylan's face.
So,
What's
what
your
was that,
history, Tom?
Kieran?
I was going to say screenshots of Dylan's face during that argument.
Just you wait. My history. So we were actually read the first Harry Potter book in standard 3, which I think I would have been 8 or 9. As you know how, I don't know, Friday afternoons or something, you're sat on the mat and you get a chapter of a book. Is that a
Yeah,
thing
your
that happened
teacher's
in your
tired
schools?
and they decide to read a book instead of teaching you.
Yeah, they read you a book instead of doing an actual subject. Yeah, so that was Harry Potter 1, and sort of, I think the fascination started from there. It was at the point where it was already a thing. The second book may have been out already. It might have been second book is coming out, or second book is out, we're going to read the first one and enjoy the series. To the point where I think books 5, 6, and 7 I got and read all on the first day. Book 7, well, a friend and I, so this is in our last year of high school, so we can drive at this point. We set our alarms for 5 o'clock or something stupid like that on the Saturday morning and went into the warehouse and were the first people in Hamilton to pick up Harry Potter 7. Proud of that one.
There mustn't have been many people, that wanted the book then if you only had to get up at 5.
Well, so it was like, I think it was at 3 in the afternoon or something.
Okay,
the book
fair
came out just the way that time zones
Context.
worked. Yeah, so we queued for like 12 hours or something like that to get these books. We were just first in line there on the day. And Harry Potter 7, as I think you guys know, is the last book that I read, the last fiction book I read until I'm trying to read Aftermath at the moment. So
Stop.
my 10 years out of reading hasn't been great. But a little note that I took. So the Chamber of Secrets. You know how you have things in your life, there are particular smells or there are particular things that remind you of something else?
Yes.
There is a particular brand of toilet cleaner, like Toilet Duck, that reminds me of the Chamber of Secrets. I think because I just read it on the toilet so
Yep.
much.
Yep.
Yeah, I read the book on the toilet
I'm
so
with you right there,
frequently.
Tom.
Can I have a
That-
roll call? I've never taken a book into a toilet before.
Oh, I have. My
Time.
Kindle's
Yeah.
probably not so clean.
Let's start
Oh,
with
Jesus.
Ash.
No.
Toilet
Yes.
books?
Yes.
Kieran.
That's where the best
Oh,
work gets
yeah,
done.
definitely.
Dylan.
No.
This is before phones were a thing.
What else are you going to do? It's before you had your phone. You can't
Don't
scroll
you get
Facebook because
bored?
Facebook doesn't exist
Nothing.
at this point. So you read Harry Potter and
No.
the Chamber of Secrets.
I took my Game Boy.
You took
Yeah,
your
no,
Game
I did
Boy.
that too.
I took
I
Actually,
did that as
All
well.
right, all right. To be fair, yep, good point. I did take my Game Boy. In the
I
toilet.
have a
take my
distinct
Game Boy.
memory of. I can't remember whether we were trading or battling, but on Pokemon, I had blue and my brother had red, and one of us was on the bathroom,
What a
and the
shit
other
of a battle.
Can we
the
say
other
how
outside the
underappreciated
door
Blue is?
with the link cable going through a propped open door.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that happened.
Pokemon Blue is underappreciated. Everyone goes red, but Blue is where it's at.
I had
Blue was the
I had
jam.
Blue's where it's at.
Blue was where it's at.
where it's at.
Blastoise is my homie.
Yeah.
There might need to be.
To be
a
fair, Pokemon
episode
Yellow
at
was the
some point.
definitive of the three, like original. Even though it's not
Yeah,
one of the
I
original.
was yellow.
Pokemon Yellow was my jam.
Pokemon
that
Yellow
fucking
with the
cute ass
original fat
Pikachu
Pikachu.
following you around for 50, 60, 70 hours? Fuck yeah.
And you get all 3 of the starters if you're not a douche.
Yeah.
To call it to bring it back to Harry Potter, I have a couple other questions.
I was going to say that I've only seen the movies once each.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think that's
should-
okay for the later movies. I really am not a massive fan of the later movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't like how
This
they
is
Emma
this is
Watson,
going to be my
end of
question.
story.
I wanted to do another roll call. This obviously excludes Jack, but the favorite.
I'm
book,
okay with that.
Favorite book, favorite of the movies, and third question: did you like Fantastic Beasts or not?
Fuck you,
I
Ash.
haven't seen it.
Ash.
Favorite book? Maybe Goblet of Fire. I think I read that one the most. I like the Triwizard Tournament and then
Yeah.
the stuff that happens at the end. Favorite movie? Azkaban, maybe. I mean, I like the last movie. I've been
What, like both? Do you count them as one, or do you like part two?
No, part
particularly? Okay, yeah.
and yes, I liked Fantastic Beasts. It wasn't great, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah. Kieran?
Okay, so favorite book would be. I really enjoyed Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah.
I really liked that book. Favorite movie would have to be Order of the Phoenix. Yeah. Let's
You
do
say
that.
with confidence.
Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
it's
Yeah, he
just-
sounds very confident. Yeah.
It's just because the movies have so many different directors with so many different
Yeah, that's
direction
true.
styles that I
well,
find
not after Order of the Phoenix or all by
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gates.
correct.
My favorite book is Prisoner of Azkaban, and my movie's also Prisoner of Azkaban. But I think the movie's just my favorite because it's not only is it my favorite book, but it's also the first movie, like compared to 1 and 2, where it's like we're way more mature, like this is more towards like teenagers now instead of little kids. And Sirius Black gets introduced, and Sirius Black's my favorite character in the
Shout out to
Harry
Gary
Potter
Oldman.
franchise. Shout out
Gary
to Gary
Oldman.
Oldman.
Gary
Oh my
Oldman
God.
is the fucking homie.
He'd be a Gryffindor as well.
He'd also be
Write that
great.
down.
I thought Fantastic
fucking
Beasts was
love Gary
okay. I liked it more the second time when my expectations weren't as high. And I enjoyed reading the screenplay book more than the movie because making the movie in my head, just based off the screenplay, it was better than the product I received on screen.
I think my problem with Fantastic Beasts, and I missed this question, it took me a good first maybe 45 minutes of the movie to get used to Newt Scamander as a character, because for some reason or however the actor was portraying him was really off-putting.
He portraying him exactly how J.K. wanted him to be, apparently. So
Exactly, yeah, but it took me a while to get used to how
Yeah,
that character
it's weird.
was.
I can't remember his Nick.
Nuck.
Same as Kieran for books and movies. Because that sounded
Yeah,
right.
but
Do you want to say them?
That,
You can say
I
them
don't
to
even
remind
remember.
people.
What did you
your
say,
boy.
Kieran?
I think I said Half-Blood Prince is my book and Order of
Order of
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
For
Yeah,
the
that'll do.
Movies.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember. They all meld into one in my mind. I can't differentiate with them.
How about Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah, I went in having zero expectations, and I come out really happy with it. And it was really good up until right at the end. I didn't like that part at all.
Oh, yeah. It's fair. No spoilers.
When a certain
It's
famous
a new,
actor
it's a
comes
new, it's a new movie. No
Yeah.
spoilers for that one.
Is it? It's been like 12 months, hasn't it?
I haven't
That's-
seen it.
It's new enough.
Refer to the
I was about to say,
spoiler
good. Tom hasn't seen it, so there. Good point.
Yeah, I haven't
Alright,
seen it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody
cares
cares
about
about your
your
opinion at this point, Jack.
Tom, favorite movie, favorite book, and we'll change the question. Why haven't you seen Fantastic Beasts if you're such a Harry Potter fan?
Sure. So, I would probably agree with Ash and say Goblet of Fire is my favorite book. I think at that point I'd read 1 and then 1 and 2 and then 1, 2, 3 when 3 came out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I only read 5, 6, and 7 on the day without any back reading. So I think it's kind of the one that it's kind of where I peaked in my being balls deep in Harry Potter.
That makes sense.
I don't have a favorite movie because I walked out of everyone going, the book was better than that. And then I just kind of forget it.
Yeah, I can
That's a
agree
fair
with that.
point. That's a fair
And
point.
yeah, it's kind of like I went and saw it. I enjoyed it enough, but I haven't seen them again because I didn't enjoy them that much. But I'm not a big moviegoer anyway.
Don't,
so
don't be that guy, Tom. Don't be the book was better guy.
Yeah, I
I
will.
think you're
That's
allowed
fine.
to be honest and say that.
And then I don't know why I haven't seen Fantastic Beasts again. It's just like
'Cause
going
it's a
to see
movie
movies
you don't
and
like
stuff.
Watching movies.
Yeah, that it's not big on my priority list of media to go and see and do. But now I'm like, maybe I should watch it on Netflix if it's on Netflix.
Probably on
Um,
Netflix by now.
probably.
Dylan
surely.
can send you the Blu-ray. He's probably got 3
Oh, for
copies.
fuck's sake! I've only got
I'm
this
pretty sure he
one.
does, don't you?
This is true.
I'm not answering this question.
You at least have 2 copies because you have the
Yeah.
steel book and the normal book edition, don't you?
What's the movie? What's the movie where Harry's at the river lake thing, and that's where the dude comes with the no nose? Which one's that?
God.
The what? Harry's in the book.
He's
with
in the
lake?
forest, and then he there's like a
Half-Blood
pond.
Prince.
What movies have you seen? Then that'll shorten it down.
That one, the first one, and Prisoner of Azkaban.
I think that's prison. I think you're combining 2.
No, it's not Prisoner of Azkaban. He's at like
Might
a.
be
he's at, like-
or
one
it's
of
the
the
very
later
last
ones.
one, maybe.
what's the half? The half.
Hey, okay, you're talking about the Patronus, I presume. Which
no,
don't
he said
use-
no nose. He's talking about Voldemort.
Yeah, but I don't
Oh.
remember.
He's
seeing
like
with
at like
them
a
the
lake or something, and there's like a ghost or something at a lake, or like a fucking
That's
spiritual.
no.
Are you
that's
talking
not
about
No
Dementors?
Nose. That's Prisoner of Azkaban. That's
No,
the
it's
scene
not.
where
No,
Harry.
it's not. Prisoner
Yeah,
of Azkaban.
it
Harry
is.
It's one
How
of the
do you
older
know?
ones. It's one of the later
So
ones. It's one of the later ones.
I hate everything that's happening right now.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Prisoner of Azkaban's my favorite movie.
What I've been told everybody should do is listen to the audiobooks as read by Stephen Fry. They're supposed
really?
to be pretty fantastic.
Anything read
and
by
I
Stephen
do,
Fry is amazing.
yeah, I do love Stephen Fry. So that's something that maybe I shall pick up from this. Instead of reading the books again or going to see the movies, I might actually listen to the audiobooks.
Pick up
Go
the
for it.
3 short stories. Have you read the Quidditch, the Beast one, and the Tales of the Bee and the Bard? Or whatever
Yeah,
it's
I
called?
like Tales.
Tales is good. The other 2 are kind of just like fun, nothing books. The Tales book's really good because you get the stories
Dumbledore
that
snippets.
Dumbledore.
Dylan.
You know what hasn't come up at all?
Yes.
What?
Cursed Child.
I was just about to bring that up.
Okay.
It's on the list of things to do.
I can talk about Cursed Child. I read it, but like it's hard to talk about it without spoilers. And
Which you
also
did in
it's-
episode 2. Go back and listen to episode 2 to Pleasure Explosion.
It's hard to talk about it without spoilers. Plus, it's also like
Oh, that's right, the
recent-
time
it's-
travel
It's
episode.
fairly
Yes.
recent, and it's also still
Unavailable to a lot of
play.
people.
and it's unavailable for us to watch properly, of course. So, did I like the Cursed Child? Yes. Do I think it's amazing? No.
I haven't read it because it just having to read a stage play just takes me back to school and having to read fucking Shakespeare.
Shakespeare?
And I can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. That's why I didn't read it.
That and you don't like
Yeah.
that. Monster.
I think my biggest thing, I have a little anecdote actually. There's an image that floats around social media every now and then of every single scene from the movies all squished together in like a line. And it's really fascinating because they're all it starts off very light when it was the kids movies and there was lots of reds and greens, and then it quickly goes to blacks and then blacks and greys, and then there's this like weird chunk right towards the very end of just white, and then goes back to dark. And it's fascinating because that's the white bit's the scene with Dumbledore in the last movie. And it's very fascinating because it kicks back to that saying that Dumbledore says that no matter how dark it gets, the only thing you have to remember is turn on the light. And I think for me personally, as a bit of a nerd and a bit of a lost teenager at times, I think that was a really helpful quote to always remember.
I think Dumbledore. I think growing up, Dumbledore was a great character to have if he was a young kid growing up because he's very pick you up like kind of character.
Didn't he come out revealed that he was gay later on?
Yeah.
Yeah, post.
Yeah. he
JK's
did.
like, yeah, he's gay, and then everyone freaked out, but if you go back and read the books, you're like, yeah, that makes
Harry,
sense.
Yeah,
you're
that
a
makes sense.
strapping young child. Come here, my boy. In my office.
Just because he's gay doesn't mean he's a fucking pedophile.
Harry, would you like
fuck.
to see my wand?
God.
If he had shown him his wand, we would have had a lot less
Why
trouble
does
in the end,
everyone?
wouldn't
This is the thing I never got because no one was ever like, "Oh, Professor McGonagall's trying to pick up Harry." But as soon as everyone said that Dumbledore was gay, it's like,
yeah.
"Oh, he's a pedophile as well." Then, oh. I was like, "Why?"
That
Doesn't make
also
any sense.
feels like a much bigger topic for a very different day, Dylan. So
Anyway,
I am
Harry
gonna-
Potter's great. Love it.
Do we
I
want
am going to
pedophiles.
cut you off there. I think we all love Harry Potter, and if you
Apart from
don't,
Jack.
you're wrong.
Yes.
Thank
We
you
love
very
it
much.
enough to make up
That's
for
the
Jack.
agreement.
Let's do a quick fire Patronus.
Oh, okay. I was going to sign
know.
off, but
What's
know
Ashley?
what-
Charlie,
options?
he'd be my Patronus at this point.
Charlie.
That makes sense.
I would have to say a dog for me. Yeah,
I'd have a cat.
you would.
Soz. Not Soz.
Mine.
You're
according
officially
to,
back in Hufflepuff.
Mine, according to Pottermore, is a chow dog.
Is that what Toby is? Or?
Jack.
No, it's more of a like bigger type
Yeah.
animal. Yeah, it says I don't know. It's kind of weird looking. It's hard to describe.
Jax is a
Google
can
it.
of Coke.
No.
Oh, it's a can of Pepsi.
No.
It's your truest form.
I'd be a bear if that was my.
Oh yeah, a bear.
I'd be a bear.
I know, maybe a koala or a wombat or something.
Drop bear.
Yeah, I can see you as a wombat. Yeah.
Yep.
You know you don't become your Patronus.
Bear's my answer.
I'm now wondering if Charlie is wrong, and I think Jack is just naming his favorite animal, which isn't quite what it's
That's not my
supposed to be.
favorite
So,
animal.
so
Dogs are my
maybe
favorite animal, but I would summon a bear to fuck people up.
You don't.
That's what a
fuck?
Patronus
It
is.
doesn't fucking
Okay.
Choose what you summon.
What is it? No, it's all.
And with Jack fundamentally not understanding what a Patronus is or does, we're going to have to call it a night. I have been Thomas Marshall, TOMDABOM 89
that how you spell it?
on everywhere.
There was a D there. Oh, it's on the bottom.
TOMDABOM 89. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said
everywhere except Snapchat.
that. Except for Snapchat. We are the Explosion Network. You can find us on Twitter, Explosion Pod. Please rate, review on iTunes, sub to the YouTube, and you can find us pissing around up to all sorts of antics, including playthroughs of all the new Crash games by Dylan on twitch.tv/explosionpod.
Network.
Explosion Network.
Damn, Explosion Network. Could you
He's
see
doing
how
it very
tentative I
easily.
was? Ashley, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Ashley Hobley, ASHLEY,
Kieran Merchant.
You can find me at your boy Ringo and coming last in every race of Mario Kart we have at a community night.
It's only because somebody keeps picking such a shitty course. Dylan, where can people find you?
Viva Ladil on Twitter, VIVALADIL, and also Viva Ladil on YouTube, and everywhere around the Explosion Network.
Nick, everyone can find you on Rainbow Road, but where else?
You can find me at Gringotts Bank and and Twitter at Lord and Prior, PRIOR.
And Jack, rounding us out.
You can find me at Cruzy_mate on Twitter and CruzyMate on YouTube.
And I will just say a quick shout out to Jono himself, because we did mention him through the podcast. Follow him on Twitter, buy his book, The Spy and the Maven. I've got a copy sitting next to me right here, and that's what I'll get into as soon as I can start reading non-fiction. Fiction
Harry
again.
Potter, Spy and the Maven.
Crossover
I don't even know what you
fanfiction
mean
incoming.
by that.
That's
Solid
what's on
visual
Tom's reading
cues
list.
for our audio podcast, Ash. Well done.
Bye!
Bye!
Guardian
Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Just to clarify, at the end of the podcast, after the music's played, Hufflepuff, Ashley, Nick, Gryffindor, Alan Rickman, Tom, and John Cleese, Muggle, Jack, Ravenclaw, myself, Kieran, and Jono.